Here is a question you're actually sitting with, and nobody has answered it because nobody has been asked it. Will I still want this skill if my prediction about AI turns out to be wrong? So I spent 3 hours this week reading. One article says progress is slowing down, another says we are only getting started. Both sides are certain, and both sides are prediction. And you are still the one who has to decide whether to spend the next year learning. A prediction can inform that, it cannot be the foundation of it. If you are partway into learning a technical skill, say cloud, cybersecurity, code, whichever one you picked, and you have found yourself asking that argument, checking that argument daily, and every article leaves you slightly more stuck than the last one, then this video is for you. So, welcome. Good to have you here. Reading more is a sound strategy for a question that has an answer waiting. This one does not have one yet. And reading is the thing that feels most like progress while producing the list. By the end of this, you will have one test you can run on anything you're about to spend months on. So, think about packing for a journey at the turn of the rainy season. There are two questions in that bag, not one. What will the weather do? Two weather halves will disagree with each other all week. What is worth carrying either way? That one you can answer tonight, standing over that open bag. The shoes that are fine, wet or dry. The jackets that fold into nothing. That is not resignation. That is what packing is. Here is what is actually happening, and it is a swap you did not notice making. The question you have is, should I keep going? That is a question about decision. It has a decider, which is you, and a deadline, which is tonight. Because tonight, you either open the course or you do not. The question you asked is progress slowing down? That is a question about the world. It has no decider and no deadline. And it will be settled in about 4 years by events. No one swapped them on you deliberately. The second one just feels more grown up, more like research and less nerves. So, that is the one that gets asked, and the entire internet sincerely answers it. Let me be clear that the worry is reasonable. You are being asked to spend a year of evenings on something whose value you cannot verify in a field that is visibly moving. Wanting to know whether it is worth it is not naive. It is the correct instinct, and I would not worry about somebody who did not have it. However, the instinct sent you to a question that cannot be answered, and you have been diligently researching it since then. Now, why does every single answer to this come back as prediction? Let me think that through with you, because it is not that people have been lazy. The obvious answer is that prediction gets attention because the confident take travels. There is something in that, but it does not survive contact either, because plenty of careful, quiet, honest people answer this question too, and they also answer it with a forecast. It is not a media problem. So go back a step. What did you literally ask? You asked whether progress is slowing. It is a factual question about the world, and when somebody asks a factual question, answering it is the polite thing to do. Everyone who replied you was being helpful. They answered what you said. So, the failure is upstream of all of them. The question you asked was answerable, and the question you had was not. And no one can tell the difference from the outside. Which means no amount of better reading fixes this, because you have to change the question. And you are the only one who can, because you are the only one who knows what you actually meant. So here's the test. And this is one line you apply to anything before you spend months on it. Would I still want this skill if my prediction about AI turns out to be wrong? Understanding a system you did not build, defending a technical decision, saying what you chose and what you gave up, explaining what a trade-off costs, building things that survive a change underneath them. Every one of those is worth having in a world where this accelerates, and worth having in a world where it stops. And you do not have to know which world you are in to start on any of them. Now, the honest cost, because I would rather say it. This is slower than being right. If you correctly guess the direction and bet everything on it, you get there faster than someone who hedged. That is true, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. What you are buying instead is a path that does not need you to be right about something no one knows. And given that no one knows, I think it is the better trade, but it's still a trade. And test it against anything you have already learned and still lose. The same thing keeps happening. Yeah. The thing that carried over were never the things anybody predicted correctly. They were the things that would have been worth having either way. So, that being said, let me leave you with this. Pick what stays true either way. And it is bigger than these arguments. Which city to move to, which company to join, which skills to spend a year on. Every one of them tempts you into forecasting. And every one of them has a version of the question that needs no forecast at all. When you cannot know, stop trying to know and start choosing which things that do not require it. You do not need to know whether progress in AI accelerates or stall before deciding what is worth learning. You need to know what you would still want to be capable of in either world. Because the safest bet you can make about your career is not predicting the future correctly. It is becoming useful in more than one version of it. The 4-column exercise that will help you with this is linked in the description below. It takes about 15 minutes, and the middle 2 columns are the ones that you should focus on really, because they help you to decide. Thank you so much for coming with me on this one. I will see you in the next. Stay blessed.